What is up, everybody? Dave here, and welcome to another arm wrestling technique video. Today we're going to be going over the specific celebrations of John Brzenk and Devon Larratt, considering that they've got a match coming up in December. We're going to be having a deep dive into their matches together and how they responded to their wins, and also how they've celebrated in the past and what we might expect when they go head to head in December. So just as a precursor, this is a highly technical video. We're going to be looking at advanced celebration techniques by these two amazing pullers. So let's get into it. First time, I'm going to be skipping through a lot of the arm wrestling because that's largely irrelevant. What we really want to see is them popping off at the end. So a lot of their matches are cut through most of the arm wrestling. And here we have a war between John and Devon. John gets the win. So he does a lot of pointing, a lot of jabbing, and a lot of nods, acknowledging the strength of his opponent. John does this a lot. It's a good technique, a lot of nodding. Here we have it in slow motion, so we can watch it again. He goes, yep, you see a few nods, a few pats on the shoulder tap, good technique, and a lot of... That's classic John, and this is vintage John as well. This was quite a couple of years ago. So it'll be interesting to see whether John pulls that out of their match if he gets a couple wins. Here on the reverse side we've got Devon cracking John. There we go, look at that, easy, right into the camera. Then the turn away, he turns away from the camera, dangles his arm behind him. That's an interesting technique. I think Devon does it a couple of times. Here we have the roar at the camera, just turns away from his opponent, stares off into the distance. I quite like it. Turning away, dangling your hand behind. It's not bad. Alright, in the same match, this is another kind of variation of the technique. We get a shoulder tap, nice side pressure, a bit of tongue, and a bit of glaring at the camera with a raised arm. Very good, very crisp technique from Devon. Very nice, a bit of nodding. Yeah, I like it. This also I consider pretty classic Devon. And this will be the last match that we've watched between Devon and John. And here, Devon's got it. Looks at the camera. What do you know? Nodding, looking to the crowd. I like it. And he does the same thing. He walks away from the table while he's strapped to it, yanking on it. Good technique. Really alpha. But on the other hand, here we have John ripping through Devon. Easy pin. He jabs at the pad. Yeah, that was a pin. A few nods. Yep. I like it. Here we have in slow motion. Slammed it in. A bit of a woo, which I like. And then also a bit of a hallelujah, which I haven't seen much from John. I'm not sure if he's religious, but I like it. Throwing it into the mix. And this is the last match of their best of three. That's right. Pin, John. Yeah. Good. A bit of an acknowledgement there from John. Not his classic nod. Yep. Looking at the opponent. Excuse me. Really nice from John. There we go with the pin. Yep. Bit of a roar. Nice handshake, nod, and then now I think we see a few more of these from John. Here's some of his modern matches against other opponents. I just wanted to have a bit of an analysis of what John does when he's not against Devon. And here against Chance, he does the ignoring of the handshake and up to the crowd, which I quite like. I hope he does that versus Devon. This is probably my favourite pop-off from John. His style, I guess. Where he just kind of ignores his opponent, appeals to the crowd. And here's some matches also from Devon. Going for the pin. This is against Michael Todd in Arm Wars. Brutal match. And he gets the pin. The roar for the camera. You can see him always looking for the camera. Straight into it. A bit of clenching. A bit of constipation. I like it. I like it a lot. Straight into the camera. Woo! Very nice. And a bit of off into the distance. Very advanced techniques, so don't feel bad if you can't really execute these strategies straight away, but it's good to have up your sleeve. So here again is Michael and Devon. Devon with the win, and he's happy with this one. We also see him probably doing the most amount of cardio that he had done in about 6 months. Look at him, bit of a dance. High knees. Very nice. Bit more of a aerobic celebration. You might pull that out against John. It's interesting. I'd be keen to hear your opinions on what you might expect to see. And just to finish off a few more matches from John, here against Paul Lynn, mega match. I really should have cut down the arm wrestling. I'm not here to see that. There we go. A nice nod of acknowledgement and the shoulder tap. That's classic John. Here he is versus Dennis. Mega War. And this is a while ago, but this is another one of the ones that I'd love to see that against Devon. So he's really struggling. And look at that. What a roar. And the first and only I've ever seen from John, showing off that beast of an arm. Popping off, roaring to the crowd. Check that out. Check out those guns. Then the acknowledgement, the nod. Yeah, good job, mate. You failed. Good job. So that's my breakdown of the various techniques from John and Devon with their celebrations. Can't wait for the match, December 11th. Don't really care who you think's going to win, but who do you think's going to pop off the best? Let me know. Cheers, guys.